Coach, you get a little bit of everything needed for tonight's victory tonight?
Well, I think we got a big performance from our special teams, like 2 power play goals, 1 short-handed goal. I think that was huge, and I like how we battle. It wasn't pretty, but I think, being short manpower, 5D, I thought the guys really battled and played hard, and, like I said, the good thing is we found a way to win the game, and we had some good chances. Their goalie made some big saves too. So, it's a good 2 points. Good to keep our winning streak going.
Brady gets the hat trick, and the third one is pretty timely, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I thought he, right off the bat, I thought he had a real good game. I mean, 2 of the goals on the power play, but he's really very effective in front of the net, and he's played really good. I think when you look at the number of goals he's scored, he's leading our team in goals. So I think it's encouraging.
What's the challenge when you play a game with 5D? I know you kind of spoke about this maybe going into the game, but how do you think your guys responded to it on the back end?
Well, I thought they did a good job. I think it wasn't easy. Like with 5, I mean, some guys played a lot of minutes. Like I think when you look at Chabot and Chychrun, played a lot of minutes. But I thought that they really battled, and I thought our forwards helped out as well. So I think that was encouraging to see how we battled, how we stuck with it, and we didn't panic or, it didn't break down. We're able to stay the course.
Ridley ended up with a goal tonight, and then also with a penalty. And I'm just wondering, as a young player in the league, how do you get him to kind of walk the line? Because obviously there's a fine line to walk, and I'm wondering how you handle that as a coach.
Well, I think I had spoken with him earlier on. I think when I first started there, I think there was a stretch where he got, I think penalties, like I think maybe 3 or 4 games in a row. So just had a chat. I think you can't be taking that many penalties. You gotta, we want you to keep playing physical, but there's a fine line, and I think he's a young guy that's learning his way through the league and has been a big contributor to our team.
Jacques, semble te faire répéter, sorry. 5 défenseurs pour vous autres, le challenge puis ce que vous avez accompli finalement en marquant la 4e victoire de suite.
Oui, je pense que c'est vraiment encourageant de voir la performance de nos 5 défenseurs. Si tu considères que comme Sanderson et Zubov sont 2 de nos top 4 en réalité, donc je pense que les autres gars ont bien travaillé, ils ont bataillé. Puis je pense, comme je l'ai mentionné auparavant, les unités spéciales ont été la clé ce soir. 2 buts sur jeu de puissance, 1 but en désavantage numérique. Notre travail en désavantage numérique aussi, on a marqué 1 but, puis en plus de ça, on n'a pas donné aucun, je pense, sur 4 ou 5 tentatives. Donc, c'est encourageant de voir leur effort.
Jacques mentioned that the streak continues here. How would you say the team's composure over the last 10 to 12 games has progressed?
Well, I think it's been pretty good. I think that, I could see more of a professional attitude, and I see a lot more life and enthusiasm, within the team. I think there's some good vibes. I think they enjoy each other as a group. I think they enjoy coming to the rink and having some success. I think it's a nice reward for how they're playing.
A little bit of everything involved in this game here tonight to contribute to the win?
I think so. I think everybody stepped up. We were a man short right from the start, so we needed everybody to step up. And, of course, Forsey played awesome for us again tonight.
And special teams played an important role as well.
Yeah, just hopefully we can build off of it and keep getting better. I think the last couple of games we've had a lot of looks. You just haven't been able to bury it. But, I was just used tonight as a stepping stone, and we'll just keep building off of it.
It's the first time you guys won 4 straight this season. What are you doing right now?
Just getting to our game right away, and I think you're seeing a lot of guys stepping up in this last couple of games, and just that's the expectation with how we want to play, and help out our D zone a little bit and help out our D again tonight. That's like I said, they're a man short, and at times they had a couple long shifts, but we'll learn from it. We always do, and always can get better in different situations as well.
What's it like for you with the hats get thrown on the ice? I don't know if you can tell that they're chanting your name, but what's that whole moment like for you?
It's pretty cool. You always kind of dream about that when you're a kid, and for it to happen, it's pretty special. But I wouldn't be able to do it. Thought a lot of great plays on the ice, and just trying to find open ice for guys. But I was more happy with the outcome and the way we kind of battled to the very end.
When you get 2 goals early in the game, is it just a feeling that you're just feeling it offensively?
Yeah, well, I thought it was the opposite. I think it was first or second shift. I was on a 2-on-1 there with Shab, and I toe pick, so I thought it was going to be the opposite tonight. But I guess it was a good bounce off Josh there in the first one, and then the second one, another good bounce as well. So when you get bounces like that, you're just fortunate, but you got to capitalize on them as well.
Down to 5 defense, naturally you're just wired a little tighter defensively, kind of knowing man shrunk back there.
Yeah, it's got to focus on the details a little bit more, holding up and creating time for the D, and especially in the second period where it's a long change. That's where we have to emphasize, and I think we got away from it just a little bit tonight, but for the majority of the game we're pretty solid of making smart plays, getting it in, and kind of getting on the forecheck. So I think we keep progressing, keep kind of maturing, and kind of shows that adversity 5D to start a game that will find a way and to get the job done.
Can I get your thoughts on Morgan Riley's 5-game suspension?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know about that until now. I think they announced it pretty late while we were preparing for a game. But the league made its decision. It's in the past. It's over, and now we're focused on Anaheim on Thursday.
League team effort here tonight to get this victory.
Yeah, for sure. It's another good win for the guys. I thought we played well, and on to the next.
What are you liking most about this game right now, your team's game right now?
I think we're playing with a lot more confidence. We're not so fragile, I think. It's really coming together and stringing along pretty good for us.
The last few days been like for you?
Definitely pretty different. A lot of buddies, a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls. It's just been interesting.
Like whenever something like this happens, I mean, the online reaction is never measured. Like, did you shut out social media? How did you go about dealing with all that?
I've tried to stay offline past couple days. Everybody's going to have an opinion on it. Probably either going to love it or hate it. Doesn't matter to me, whatever.
What was it like hearing the ovation for you tonight?
I felt good. It was pretty cool that the fans were behind me. It definitely felt good.
And your reaction to the 5-game suspension to Morgan Riley?
That's for the league to decide.
Did he catch you off guard?
A little bit. I don't think you're ever expecting a guy to come cross-check you in the face. But I'm not sure if he meant to do that. But a little bit.
This is our first chance, obviously, to talk to you since, but can you just even walk us through that sequence and just deciding to wind up there and what kind of was going through your mind and the emotions that were maybe going through you?
Yeah, just a lot of adrenaline, just the heat of the moment, heat of the game. It was an emotional game. I just got a breakaway and thought I'd bury it.
Is it one of those things where that was the night where it felt like this building was about 70% Toronto fans? Does that play into it a little bit where you guys feel like your home building is almost taken over?
It definitely doesn't feel good when the fans are 75% Leafs fans, but I don't know if that factored in or not.
My last question on this: are you surprised? Did you ever in your wildest dreams think it would turn into this and sort of such a debate league-wide about what constitutes a good or bad empty net goal?
I didn't think it would go this far, but I guess that's the media side of things.
All hands-on-deck approach needed for this victory here tonight?
Yeah, it's nice to get a win. Obviously, it wasn't pretty, wasn't our best game, but kind of stuck with it. And at the end of the day, you finished the night with 2 points, and that's all that matters.
What's discussed in the locker room prior to knowing that you're going to be down a man and only with 5 defensemen?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, you're a lot of guys are going to get a lot more minutes, and but like I always say, I think at the end of the day is just the next man up, and I think everybody did a great job at that tonight.
It was a few years ago, I think Tampa played a game with only 4D. Like Victor Hedman said, he couldn't even take his pregame nap. He was so excited at
Yeah.
the amount of minutes he played. Like, what were you feeling?
Yeah, I think we're kind of all like that in some way. I think you're going to play a lot and you're going to be really invested into the game. And but at the end of the day, we'd rather all play 6 defensemen and have everybody healthy. But it's part of the game. Zuby couldn't make it to the game tonight, and everybody stepped up their game, played more minutes, and we got the win. So that's all I care about.
I thought on Brady getting a hat trick here and kind of just the love he kind of felt from the crowd tonight.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, he's obviously he's been the rock here for us, and obviously he's always the one that needs to face every noise, whether they're good or bad, and obviously to see him have a good game like that and carry the load for us. I mean, every guy's happy for him.
Ridley also got a really big ovation. First time he touched the puck tonight.
Yeah.
What was the feeling amongst the players when that happened?
I think it's just awesome to see. Obviously, we all know the history behind the rivalry, Toronto and Ottawa, and to see the fans being on his side and supporting him, I think everybody really enjoyed that.
He seems like he's like a guy, a man of few words, I'll say that.
Yeah.
With us. Is he a little more talkative?
No, he's the same way. He's the same way. He's the kind of guy that will text you what's up and just will get back to you and just say nothing and then leave the conversation at that. And but you know what? Everybody enjoys him in the room. He's a great guy, and obviously, like you said, he's a man of few words. But you know what? Great player for us and great player on the ice.
Share your thoughts on the Morgan Riley suspension?
Yeah, I mean, like I said this morning, I think at the end of the day, what happened during the game happened, and all that was out of our control at that point. I mean, we played the game, we won that game against Toronto. That's all that we wanted, and obviously, other than that, it wasn't going to be our decision. We were just kind of waiting to see what happened, and it is what it is. That's all I got.